had an amazing July and actually got to enjoy some of the nice weather that we have had. And we just got off the call with the leadership group, so we got some stuff that we're going to share. So welcome everyone to our August Team B call. What I want to do today is take the next 30 minutes to just touch base about July. Some of the stuff that's coming up, talk a little bit about the Omegas, talk about the type of support that's available for you, and talk about potential video challenge that we talked about on the leadership call. So again, welcome, and welcome anybody that is new and it's your first time to the Team B call. We are continuing to grow. So July was a little bit on the softer side. So some of you might have noticed a little bit of a decline in your business. Oftentimes we hear in the month of July and August, people go away on holidays, they forget to take their Juice Plus, they're behind, so lots of people get their orders delayed, or they cancel, you know, whatever it is. But we still had over 240 orders come in Canada. We had over 100 orders coming in the US. So, I mean, people are still working. Business is still moving forward. But we were down about 20% versus a year ago. We did have 10 new reps join us in Canada and another 10 reps join us in the United States. So we had a total of 20 newbies joining us. So we're still moving, we're still growing, just not at the crazy rapid speed that we were coming off of a strong May and a strong June. But that's okay. I know everyone's having a good time. I'm watching you guys on social media. But just remember that we still have the summer surge and we still have 2 more months of the summer surge to go after that bonus money. So you can still get into some great conversations with your reps. And if you've got newbies, it's still a great opportunity for them to dive in and go after that bonus money. In regards to the Omegas, our Vice President, Stephen Millman, has told us that we are still on target for September. But at this point, not really comfortable throwing out too much to the world about, like, you know, that it's for sure coming out and all the details with it. So I would just hold off and wait until you get communication from our corporate office and from me and Melissa and Jen Brennan. Typically what happens was when the dates get a little bit tighter and we know for sure, that's when they start getting comfortable saying, you know, you can start promoting it on social media and here's the dates. Because I've seen some of you guys starting to promote it, and I think it's more of a tease and maybe even a piss off for people in case something does happen and September comes and we don't launch and they want an Omega, then they're going to go hunt for another Omega. And not that we're living in, I guess, the fear of losing customers, but at the same time, we just want to make sure that we are not teasing them to the point where they won't get their product. So let's just hold off promoting it until it actually comes. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? Conferences coming up in October. For those of you that don't have it in your calendar, October 18th to 21st, it's in Indianapolis. It's about an 8 to 9 hour drive. So I'm just mentioning it now because, believe it or not, conference comes up so fast. When you think about it, it's only 2 more business months. It's the month of August and the month of September. And typically what happens if you guys are new to our business, or you're never been to conference, typically the months leading into conference are our biggest months because people are going after some pretty huge goals. Usually the calendars get full with activity and events. So if you are going after, a goal for conference, make sure that your calendar is starting to fill up from now until conference, because that's really what is going to propel you to get to that next level. In regards to support, I just wanted to go through kind of the list, especially if you're new, to let you guys know the type of support that your leadership team does provide for you. So we have just recently revised the website. For some of you, you might not have had a chance to go on it or gone into it in detail. So if you haven't, use the month of August to really go after that website. Know what's on it, know what tools are on it, especially if you are got team under you. You're the one that's going to be training them on where to find information. So you'll want to get familiar with our website. Monday, stories on design a life you love. You want to make sure that, one, you're a part of that group. Two, that you're tapping in and supporting all of our leaders on Monday nights at 9 o'clock. A big thank you to Michelle for doing our last Monday night call. Every Monday, we feature a senior sales coordinator and above to share their product and business story. We've only been doing this for about a month now. We've already got 550 people. I have been hearing feedback that, there are people definitely taking advantage of it, getting people on it. So typically what I do when I do run into prospects, I do invite them to that page and let them know that I have a personal story, and then I tag them in it, and then they usually respond to say thank you for sharing, or that's fascinating, or I'm interested in your products, or whatever it is. So really that tool is for you guys when you are running into prospects, is put them into that community and let them hear the stories. Tuesday is RepRap Call at noon Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys were working full time and can't get on that call, make sure that you go on Team Shining Star. Usually within 24 hours, Mitra is posting the record. Think about it. Dr. Mitra Ray ranks in the top 10 couples in all of our company when it comes to money making. And we are privileged to be in her organization, and we are privileged to mentor under her. And she does invest once a week, 30 minutes to download what she is learning always. And so I always look at it as we all need mentors, and we all need to be learning and growing. So if you haven't made it a priority yet to get the RepRap Call in your calendar, please get it in your daily method of operation, because I'm always learning from Mitra. New rep orientation, we're going to start doing those on at least once a month, potentially twice a month. We just have to wrap up with the leadership group and make sure we're aligned. The next new orientation, rep orientation that's coming up, is with Melissa on August 15th. It's a Tuesday at 9 o'clock. So with all of your new reps, you can invite them and get training from Melissa on how to launch a new rep. Of course, we're going to stick with our team call the Wednesday of every month. And then when we talk about support, we also have, ongoing local events that are hosted oftentimes by our leadership. So if you're in Ottawa, of course, you've got all of the Ottawa team, doing events 2, 3, 4 times a week. You guys are a very, very active community. We've got Kelly in Kitchener that is doing local events and building a big group there, which is awesome. We've got Susan Baker kind of managing Toronto and building in Toronto and doing events. We've got Melissa in Markham. And then, of course, we've got our group in Aurora and Newmarket. And I've been doing some in-home events here in Uxbridge. So it's really neat to see everybody kind of coming together and really rallying in your community and taking the lead and finding out what your area needs and wants, and then creating those events. So I encourage you to keep on doing that. And events are really what build our business. In regards to the big events that are coming up, I just want to go through it to make sure everybody is clear. Of course, all of this stuff is on our team website on Team B. The big ones that are coming up in September, of course, is our boot camp. You want to go on and make sure that you book your ticket so you can get your early bird. It's in Collingwood. It launches on the 15th on the Friday night with Jan Roberto. She's a family physician, and we'll be talking about vitality and prevention. She has a beautiful story, great speaker. And then Saturday is an all-day training from 9 till 4. And then we're going to do a fun evening called Glam Night, where we're going to glam up and go out to a really nice Greek restaurant and have a fun social night. Of course, we've got, and most of you guys have seen, we've got Raising Healthy Kids in a Processed World. We're already selling tickets for that event. Nikki has done a great job putting that flyer together with Karen. And we've also got the live Facebook page that she just launched as well. For those of you that aren't in our area, you'll be able to tune in to the live Facebook feed. So Nikki will be managing that. So that's on September 28th. And then we have the Ottawa events coming up. So Ottawa's the 29th, Prevention Plus, and then the regional on the 30th. Oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about. October, Jen Pike coming to Kingston on October 10th, and on Wednesday the 11th in Ottawa. Then we have our conference from the 18th to the 21st. We're going to do a conference wrap-up live at the Hungry Brew Hop on the 26th. We're going to do a team dinner from 6 to 7:30, and then we're going to do a Design a Life You Love. So a great opportunity to bring guests to have a drink and hear from some great stories in front of the room. Then we head into November, and we have Michelle Ball Tour. Everybody, I think, knows who Michelle Ball is. And she's going to be doing a local event here in Aurora on the 16th. She's going to do a lunch and learn training. The evening of the 16th, she'll be in Toronto. Friday, she'll be in Barrie Lunch. Friday the 17th, she'll be in Aurelia. And then on the 18th will be Aurelia for an all-day regional. And then in our area in Aurora, we're going to end with our last big event on November 30th. We're going to do a mother and daughter Jen Pike, because we sold out at the last event and there's been a lot of requests. We're going to do kind of like a deck your balls theme. So we're going to make sure that we're serving up our complete balls and doing tea time and fruit with the kids and the parents. So we're really excited about that. So those are kind of the big events. And we're just working right now on the January regional, which we are responsible for. It looks like we're going to try to hold space for the Oakview Terrace, which will be in Aurora. The reason why we've chosen that is because the Markham prices keep on going up, unfortunately, and we're trying to keep the ticket prices down. So the two dates that we're looking at, we're just trying to secure some featured guest speakers, will be either January 20th or January 27th. So if you want to tentatively put those in your calendar, that will be our regional for January. Other than that, from events, you know, at the end of the day, the rest of the events are really up to you guys. As you as leaders is to be doing ongoing events in your home, online. I think that's really, really important to establish with a new rep. So the smaller events would be stuff like, you know, balls to the wall parties. I know that Melissa Seguin was doing her booty ball event. So a boot camp instructor, there's yoga, salad in a jar parties, wine and wellness, Thirsty Thursdays. Sarah Beermore did a great event a couple weeks ago where she had about 6 speakers. It was a 2-day event on Facebook about how to feed your kids healthy food. And they were live videos that were fed within the Facebook group, and that was quite a success. She actually signed up a new rep out of Sutton, and she's from Arizona. And so she's just in the middle of launching this new rep out of Sutton. So these events are very, very valuable, and you just never know where you meet people and how they join your mission. I'm out of breath. I feel like I've been talking and talking. Who else? Melissa, do you want to get on and talk for a few minutes and let me catch my breath? Is Melissa on?
Hey, yeah, I'm on. I was just going to get unmuted for some reason. I don't have anything else to add. You've covered everything.
Can you give them some tips for the month of August to get that momentum back if they're done holidays?
Exactly. Just start working again. It's so much easier to keep something in motion than get it going again from a dead stop. Like literally, if you can just reach out to one person a day, just so that it stays on your mind, because I know in the past when I've done that, where I've totally tuned out, oh my gosh, it takes so much more effort to get going again and remember what you were going to do and people you were going to follow up with. But literally, if you touch your business once a day, it's so much easier to keep things going. and I know a lot of people are busy with kids, and I mean, mine are grown now, so I don't have that same busyness with them. But honestly, guys, there is nothing wrong with setting them up with a craft, with a Play-Doh, with a movie, anything. Just let them entertain themselves for a little bit while you spend a few minutes on your work, because it will pay off tenfold just keeping that momentum going. Because I find however much time you take off, it's at least double that much to get that same momentum going again. And if you slow down, I promise you that your teams will slow down. So just put a game plan together tonight. Sometime this week, it's supposed to be rainy, so it's a great time for doing stuff like that. And as I said, just once a week, touch your business, and then do a little dreaming. What do you want to do come the fall? What are some fun events that you like to do that you could turn into a Juice Plus event per se? And it's not always about promoting events. So when I say a Juice Plus event, just getting together with people, being in front of people, and then it comes up. I had a conversation with, it doesn't matter, I can't remember who it is now, but it's not that you have to talk Juice Plus every single time you're out with people. Just do fun things that you like to do, but be social so you're out. And then you build these relationships, and then it's so much easier to invite those people out to, whether it's a call that you want them to tune into, to look at an article, to share information, or these things start coming up in conversation when you've built this foundation. And something else I learned today from some training that I've been doing is that they're saying now it's on average, it takes about 6 weeks to really build a relationship for the most part. I mean, we all get lucky when you just all of a sudden connect with one person on Facebook, it's one message back and forth and boom, they order. But when it's a brand new cold prospect, if you're, just reaching out to somebody on Facebook or whatever, just keep that number in your mind, 6 weeks. So if you're starting today and you're going to reach out to brand new people, you may not reap much of that rewards for 6 weeks. So you got to get really busy. But once 6 weeks goes by and you continue this activity, you're going to be busy constantly, because the 6 weeks for today will pass, and then in 2 weeks from now, then another 6 weeks will be up. That makes sense, right? So you just continually put people in your funnel, just building relationships. So there's my 2 cents that I had nothing to say.
Thank you. I was just noticing that because it's a long weekend coming up on Monday the 7th, we actually don't have anybody that's going to be on the Design a Life You Love. So the next one is on the 14th. Nikki, who's the next one?
I think it's me, actually, Nicole.
No, it's
double check it on my calendar.
It's Sarah Beardmore.
Oh.
Then,
Awesome.
Then Jen and Jimmy. Then you, Melissa.
Okay. I've got it written down. I just have it in front of me.
Okay, perfect. The other thing I wanted to mention is Monica Serpiu from Toronto, who's an NMD, she spent some time over the phone with me yesterday. She had the privilege of hanging out with 100 clubber from the United Kingdom that is on the team called Unstoppable. And if you want to Google their business page, it's called Unstoppable Generation. So Google that. They actually have a page, Unstoppable Generation. They have over 17,000 likes on it. Some of it's in another language, but you can get kind of the energy behind it. And she was just saying how they use pages to build their business in the UK. So they typically, when they sign up a new rep, they ask the new rep to create like a healthy living page and another page around lifestyle. And then what they do is they teach them how to post. They teach them like that you're not selling Juice Plus online, and you're not selling the business online, but you're creating interest in health. So you know how we do our like healthy shred groups, or let's say our healthy revolution pages. Instead of doing it in a group, they do it on a page. And then what they do is they what is the name of the page again? Unstoppable Generation. And then what they do is every post that they put on, they boost it. They pay money for it, and they're they're specifically targeting an audience. So there was actually a training done on it on Zoom yesterday, and Monica gave us the wrong code to get on it live, so she apologizes. It was actually on her team page, and I just posted the Zoom link on the Team B leader chat and also on my front line. So all of the leaders, if you're an SSC or higher, have that Zoom, and please forward it to your team. I've also posted it on Team B on the original post from 3 days ago in the comment section. So those are all the places that you can get it. It's about 15 minutes long. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I highly recommend you watch it because, I mean, it's about learning from the best, right? And they are, I mean, when we went to conference, what were the twins? They were like a 600 club, and they were like, what, 23 or 24 years old? So they're obviously doing something right. So let's learn from them. And it kind of makes sense. I mean, I have my passion for nutrition page, and I don't boost all of my posts, but in a year I was able to get over 1,000 likes, and a lot of those likes come from my videos, my live videos, and all the new people that are watching them. And then I reach out to them and have conversations, but I know I need to do a better job doing it more consistently because I probably have a lot of people I need to follow up with, but supposedly like they connect with those people right away and start developing a relationship. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So make sure that you watch it. And then Melissa and Jen and I will be meeting tomorrow to talk about some fun stuff that we can do in the month of August as a team to kind of create some fun and some momentum. We talked about it on the leadership call about maybe doing some live video challenges and maybe some cash prizes for the month of August so that we can get our mojo back and get some excitement on social media with our energy. Any do you guys have any thoughts or comments or shares that you want to share with the group in regards to maybe some wins that you've had? I know Melissa Sagan has had some good luck in the month of July with new rep signups and fun events. Did you want to share with any of the team tonight, Melissa?
Sure, yeah, we've had some really good momentum. We've had a lot of great events going on, and we've just had a few people come on who were just kind of ready to work, right? So I think that everybody's been engaged this summer, which is a great thing. I don't know, just trying to be creative with events, right? And trying to make them fun. For me, I do them not only to build my business, but I'm with my kids all day long. I need a break at the end of the day. So I have something to look forward to. And that's a lot of the reason that I plan them. I also do them to help promote, other local businesses in my community, which hopefully in turn will eventually, they'll see the picture of what is happening with Juice Plus and whatnot. So I think that the yoga teacher I actually work with, she is ready to join. She just needs a little bit of time to get a couple things done in her personal life, and then she's in. So, and then still, kind of working on my boot camp instructor, but one day. But it just gives them an opportunity as well. And I feel like I'm contributing not only to my community, but also to, building our team and our, having events that my own team. So starting to build here in Markham a little bit more and within the vicinity. So having those events that team can plug into, but they've been working. So I think they've been kind of doing life and sharing as they go, which is exactly what this business is about, right? Especially in the summer.
Mm-hmm. Melissa, can you share what you shared with us on the leadership about the transformation of you in front of the room when you're doing these events, what your mindset has changed?
Yeah, events, I used to be kind of on the fence as to whether or not I should share Juice Plus, you know, blah, blah, blah. And what I've realized is, I mean, my sole paycheck this summer into our family is coming from Juice Plus. I am not making money from anywhere else. And it was time for me to just step into the fact that this is what I do. And I'm actually quite proud of it. I've had to do a lot of mindset work around network marketing, if I'm honest. But it's just, I mean, it's an amazing opportunity. It's what I believe in. And so what I did was I just said, you know what, I'm just going to share this at events. And, you know, if people don't like the fact that I'm sharing information about Juice Plus at these events, then those are not my people. If people are going to judge me because I decide to do an event and share something I'm passionate about, then I don't know, they're not the people that I really probably would hang out with, really. And then it also just felt weird that I wasn't sharing Juice Plus, because I felt like it's just part of what I do. People know me for doing it. And if I don't share it, they're just gonna kind of think I'm weird. That why is she choosing to use genuine health protein as opposed to her Juice Plus protein or whatever it is for my balls and whatnot, right? So I just think that the mindset shift was that I just kind of stepped into owning that I have a franchise with the Juice Plus company and that I love on it. And I think that energy really comes through in the conversations that I've been having at these events in particular. So it's actually really empowering to have the event and know that I am full on going to speak about it. And I was just telling these guys on the leadership call that I actually talked about the business opportunity in my last event, which, you know, you kind of rack your brain about how you're going to bring it up. But I think the more I do the events and the more I speak about Juice Plus and my love for it, it just kind of authentically happened. And so now all of those people who were at our last Booty Ball event, they know that there's an opportunity with this business and on my team, and that should they be so inclined to, you know, explore that opportunity, I'm there for them. And that was basically what I said. So
that's awesome. Imagine if all of us got big enough and brave enough. I was telling Melissa when she shared that, I go, she got to that place a lot sooner than I did, because it took me 4 years to wear the Juice Plus t-shirt. So I am compassionate about those that have taken a while to get to that place. It's about peeling off the layers and not worrying about what people think, and having to change the story that we have playing in our head when it keeps us stuck. And so I don't know where any of you guys are right now when it comes to that, but I would take note about maybe asking yourself, where am I right now on a scale of 1 to 10 with my belief in the product, the company, the marketing plan, network marketing, and ask yourself where the opportunity is for you to grow. And then if there is opportunity to grow, then pick up the books, watch the videos until you get to that 10. And then you'll be at that place where you can wear the t-shirt anywhere and not have to worry about what people think, but to wear it proud.
If I could add one more thing, Nicole, I think it too is just all about, I mean, I'm hearing, you know, I'm starting to get these testimonials all the time, right? And so I think it's just the fact that I know that if people put this in their body, they're going to feel better. And so I feel almost obligated now to share that, as opposed to not, because I find that when you do talk about it, people are looking. They are always looking. Yeah. And when you talk about it and they're like, oh, it's that simple. Okay, let me explore it. And it becomes a great conversation from there. So I think just having that belief that, you know, knowing that this product can impact people's health full well is part of the big picture.
Absolutely, for sure. On that note, we've hit 9:30. Biggest what belief is in you? And that is the biggest one. Absolutely. Yeah, always working on that for sure. Okay, everyone, Team B, thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for the shares, and thanks for showing up. It's always lovely to see our beautiful team leaders and faces, and I'm following all of you guys on Facebook, so it's so cool to watch you guys. Mary Lisa, I know that you're getting out of your comfort zone with your live videos. It's awesome to see. It's always such a privilege to see the transformation in you guys as you continue to grow in different areas. So keep up the good work. The transformation is always worth it. It's always so fun to take yourself to the next level because your kids are watching, I always say. And if we're challenging our kids, we have to be challenging ourselves always. There's no time for stagnation, always growth. So on that note, let's have some fun in August. Let's do some transformation. Let's grow. Let's challenge ourselves. And we're going to put something out in the next couple days to challenge you guys for August to have some fun on social media. Thanks, everyone. Love you guys. Have a good night.